Why do children in DCF foster care do so poorly? I equate a child in foster care to like a rented car. What do you mean by that, Attorney Seaver? It's simple. You ever rent a car? Of course you have. And when you have you ever taken that car to the car wash? Of course not, Attorney Seaver. Why is that? Because you don't own the car. You have no interest in that car. So what do you care if it's washed or not? You're just going to use it for a little time period, and you're going to bring it back to your rental car. There's very little difference then between a rented car and a child placed in foster care, in my humble opinion. The child in foster care, the foster parent in some cases don't care if they do their homework, don't care if they go to school, don't care if they're up to date medically, unless DCF stays on them, right? But these children, and I've visited hundreds of them, if not thousands, in different various foster homes throughout the state of Massachusetts. And every time I speak to these children, I've never heard one ever say to me they didn't want to go home. And why is that? Because in the law, there's an old saying, a dog knows the difference between being kicked and being stepped on. These children are the same. They're brilliant. They know the difference between being kicked and stepped on. They know who loves them. There's research in an orphanage where a study showed that a child that was not picked up for a significant period of time died because he didn't have love. So these foster homes that I've visited, sometimes they don't even have a birthday cake for these kids. They don't acknowledge their holiday. The kids know who cares for them and who doesn't. And there's an old saying that says, nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And if a foster parent doesn't care, and why does a foster parent not care? They're afraid to get attached to these kids. Why? They could be here today and gone tomorrow. So it's an awful situation. We should put all our money that we're spending on foster care and adoption and other types of measures into supporting and buttressing the parents and the grandparents and the family so that children can live with families where they be loved, nurtured. Oh yes, and then once in a while, once a year, they'll get a birthday cake where people sing happy birthday to them.